Some stories are so unbelievable and shocking that they can only be called stranger than fiction. The story of Andrew Tate is one of those stories. Andrew Tate was a successful businessman with a promising future ahead of him. But one day, he made the headlines. He was arrested.
What?
Leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a community in shock. But what really happened to Andrew Tate? The answer to that question has always been a mystery, and there have been a lot of theories and guesses about it. Let's take a close look at what actually happened to Andrew Tate. Just one thing I would like to remind you of. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to it to get more interesting videos. I'm sure you've heard of Andrew Tate. According to Luc Cousineau, co-director of the Canadian Centre for Far-Right Research at the University of Waterloo, Andrew Tate's removal from the reality show Big Brother marked the start of his career in the public eye. Many people were shocked to learn that Tate had sent racist and sexist tweets in the past, but the accusations were untrue.
You were on Big Brother and you got pulled out, kicked off. Because of the sex video, because you just talked...
Oh, that's not why I kicked off.
So he was able to use the controversy to his advantage and build a social media following. Tate became famous over time, despite the backlash he got at first, and he is still a well-known figure in the world of competitive kickboxing. In addition to being a social media influencer, Andrew Tate also ran several side businesses, including offering online courses on how to achieve financial success and navigate the dating world. Hustlers University, a membership website that people pay a monthly fee to use, was his main business.
Why? Business.
However, some of his teachings and opinions have been highly controversial. For example, he has said that victims of sexual abuse are partly to blame for their trauma and has said hurtful things about women. He has even said that they are nothing but property.
Do you think women are the property of men?
No, the point I was making...
Why have you said they are?
Because I made a religious point.
He has also bragged about hiring women to create online pornography for him, and has made threats of violence against them if they fail to comply. Tate moved from the UK to Romania in 2017.
I'm not a Romanian. I live in Romania.
He joked in a video that he did so because the country had less strict laws against sexual assault. It's no secret that Andrew Tate has made waves in 2022. For better or worse, his videos have gained considerable traction, with many of his most controversial posts also being the most viewed. According to reporter Shandy Das of The Observer, his content's disturbing nature keeps viewers watching, making it ideal for platforms like TikTok, whose algorithm prioritizes videos that are watched through to the end. What's more, Tate's supporters have also been encouraged to make and promote similar controversial videos to spread his message. It's clear that Tate's fame is growing by the day. To date, his videos have been viewed by over 11.6 billion people on TikTok alone, surpassing the likes of Madonna, Donald Trump, COVID-19, and Kim Kardashian in search volume on Google. But what is it about Tate that has made him so influential? According to Luc Cousineau, co-director of the Canadian Centre for Far-Right Research, part of Tate's appeal to young people is his flashy, youthful image, which sets him apart from other leaders in the men's rights movement. His chiseled physique is often on display in Instagram photos, and he's frequently seen driving around in a luxury car, wearing designer shades, or even taking to the skies in his own plane. So influential has Tate become that, in a recent poll by CBC Kids News, some children named him the most influential figure of 2022. Clear that despite his controversial statements and behavior, Andrew Tate is someone who is making an impact on today's youth culture. In 2022, Andrew Tate made headlines once again with an altercation that began on Twitter. On December 27, he sent out a tweet in which he said he had 33 cars. This seemed to be an attempt to make fun of Greta Thunberg, a climate activist. He also asked for her email address. Thunberg answered right away with an insult and a made-up URL that ended in getalife.com. As Thunberg's reaction to Tate's tweet garnered more and more attention, she quickly amassed 3.9 million likes by January 13. Tate, however, didn't back down. He answered Thunberg's criticism by making a TikTok video with pizza boxes as props. Some individuals claimed that the use of the pizza boxes in the video led the police to Tate's apartment, but the authorities quickly determined that this was false. Tate has gotten a lot of fans on social media despite the accusations, and many of them like his flashy style and the controversial things he says about women and other things. As his fame has grown, so too have the controversies that surround him. While some view Tate as a champion of men's rights, others view him as a dangerous figure whose views on gender and sexuality are out of touch with the times. Regardless of one's opinion of Tate, it's clear that he has become a lightning rod for controversy in the age of social media. and his influence shows no signs of waning anytime soon. Andrew Tate's story has taken a dark turn. The once internet-famous entrepreneur and influencer is now behind bars in Romania, along with his sibling Tristan Tate. People said that the two brothers were trafficking people and taking advantage of women, so they were arrested. The women told the police that Tate had built a cam girl empire. They said they were forced to make pornographic content against their will. These disturbing allegations suggest that the women were recruited and transferred to Romania under false pretenses and forced to participate in sex work and record videos for online distribution. In response to the accusations, the Romanian police have confiscated 10 homes and 15 high-end vehicles that were allegedly used to finance Tate's activities. The goal is to use the seized assets to compensate the women and pay for Tate's trial. The fallen influencer has tried to fight back, but his efforts to win back his confiscated assets have been in vain. Tate's social media accounts have also been temporarily shut down while he is in jail. This means that his fans and critics can't see the bombastic posts that used to define him. Since his future is unclear, nobody knows what will happen to the self-styled businessman and the people who used to follow him. It's no secret that Tate's public persona was one of controversy and provocation, making him an easy target for criticism and mockery. His anti-feminist rhetoric and shady business dealings were the subject of many online discussions, often painting him as a sleazy opportunist. But his behavior hit a new low when he tried to make fun of climate activist Greta Thunberg on Twitter. This led to an exchange that went viral and showed how heartless and insensitive he was. Even with all the drama online, not many people could have predicted what would happen 2 days later, when Tate was arrested on charges of human trafficking and sexual exploitation of young women. The things said about him and his friends are very upsetting, and it is impossible to overstate how much his alleged actions affected the lives of those involved. After he was arrested, rumors and speculation started to fly about Tate's possible ties to various conspiracy theories, such as the red pill ideology that some far-right groups believe in.
I don't know exactly what it is, but when I look at a lot of the pure red pill content, I don't really see any hope there.
While the truth behind these rumors is unclear, what is certain is that Tate's alleged crimes are serious and reprehensible, and that justice must be served for the victims and their families. As the investigation continues and more details emerge, it is important to remember that the focus should always be on the survivors and the need for accountability and justice. The fact that Tate and his brother are still in custody after 30 days is a sign that the authorities are taking this case seriously.
You serious?
And are committed to a thorough and fair investigation. We can only hope that justice will be served, and that this case will serve as a reminder of the importance of speaking out against all forms of exploitation and abuse. Even though the Tate brothers are being accused of serious crimes, their lawyer, Eugen Vidnik, has defended them strongly, saying that there isn't enough evidence to back up the claims of rape and human trafficking. Even though the victims have told their stories, Vidnik says that is not enough to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Determining the truth in a case like this is a complicated matter, and it is essential to consider all available evidence before reaching a conclusion. The alleged victim seemed to leave the house on the CCTV footage in question, only to come back later with a pizza. At first glance, this evidence may seem to contradict what she said, but it's important to remember that cameras can't always catch everything that's important. At this point, it is not clear what the outcome of this case will be. The investigation is ongoing, and it will be up to the courts to determine the truth. In the meantime, it's important to withhold judgment until all the facts are known. We should always try to help and believe sexual assault survivors, and make sure that justice is done for everyone involved. Let's stay tuned for more updates and hope that the truth will ultimately prevail. Thanks for watching.